Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inaugural edition of high school baseball and softball on D9and10sports.com for the 2022 season here in DuBois, PA, for a softball matchup between the Beavers of DuBois and the Lady Cats of Clarion. High school baseball and softball in 2022 on D9and10sports.com is powered by the Brooks You Are Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. The Brooks You Are Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship will be awarded to an athlete or athletes who have completed at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and who display qualities of being a good person, a community-minded leader, and wanting to make a difference. Find out more by clicking on the Brooks You Are Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award ad on D9and10sports.com. Inside the Pitt Bradford pregame show, where students at Pitt Bradford live and learn on a friendly, inclusive, and welcoming campus, where they receive personalized attention and earn the well-respected University of Pittsburgh degree. Apply today at upb.pitt.edu. Pitt Bradford, where students love where they learn. I'm inside the Rehab Center broadcast booth. Chiropractors caring for health. The Rehab Centers with 8 locations to serve you, including in Brookville and Clarion. Today's game stream brought to you by the computer guru of Leaper. Check them out online at thecomputerguru.net. My drive to the game, as always, brought to you by the Warren Tire Center. Get to the game safely with a set of tires from the Warren Tire Center. Check them out online at warrentirecenter.com. So we're getting ready here. DuBois and Clarion season opener for the Lady Cats, as they were not able to get in any games last week because of the weather issues. For DuBois, the Lady Beavers step in with a record of 1 win and no losses, having beaten Phillipsburg Osceola right here in DuBois behind a great pitching performance from Allie Snyder. Snyder will not be in the circle today to start the game for DuBois, as Emma Delp gets the start for Denny Nosker's Lady Beavers. We're going to step aside real quick, thank a couple of our sponsors. When we come back, we will have your starting lineup. You're watching high school baseball and softball on D9and10sports.com, powered by the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Welcome back here to Heindel Field in DuBois. Beautiful Heindel Field in DuBois. Great facility. If you've never been here, make sure you get out and check out this great facility in DuBois. It's one of the best, if not the best, high school college softball facility in the state of Pennsylvania, in my opinion. As we look here at our starting lineups brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. All-American Awards and Engraving will put almost anything on almost everything. Check them out online at allamericanhq.com. First for the visiting Clarion Lady Cats under the direction of manager Dan Schoafstall, assisted by Dave Eastad, John Straub, and Michael Treese. Noel Anthony will lead off. She'll play center field, the senior. In center field this year after being an all-state second baseman a year ago. Jordan Bass batting second and doing the catching. Jordan, of course, going on to play at Gannon next year. Peyton Simcoe batting third and doing the pitching her second year as the primary pitcher for these Lady Cats. Kylie Beers will be cleaning up today. She'll be playing over at third base, change of position for Kylie. She was at first base a lot last year. She's moved over to the third base on the hot corner for the Lady Cats this year. Hadley Campbell, the freshman, will be the designated player in batting fifth. Bree Forrest is out in right field. She bats in the 6 hole. Emily Treese is the second baseman. She'll bat seventh. Emily Mail, another freshman, will get the start at shortstop and bat eighth. And Allie Burford will bat ninth and play at first base. The player that the designated player Campbell is playing for, Mackenzie Aaron, in left field for Clarion, is the flex. For Denny Nosker's DuBois Lady Beavers, Denny assisted by Dan Snyder. They'll lead off with their catcher, Sarah Henninger. Designated player Gabby Galvis will bat second. Lauren Walker will bat third and play over at first base. Morgan Pasternak will be out in center field, and batting cleanup, Allie Snyder is in right field today and batting fifth. Kat Patton is batting in the 6th hole. She's playing at shortstop. Bella Gagery batting 7th and at third base. Emma Delp batting 8th and doing the pitching. And Jaden Swatsworth batting 9th and at second base. The designated player is in there for the left fielder, Brooke Tuning. So again, for Clarion, that's Anthony Best Simcoe, Beers, Campbell Forrest, Treese, Mail, and Burford. And for DuBois, it is Henninger, Galvis, Walker, Pasternak, Snyder, Patton, Gregory, Delp, and Swatsworth. As the teams are down there, you can see them getting ready on the at home plate with the home plate umpires as they exchange their lineup cards. So we should be getting started here fairly soon. Want to remind people today's game is also being brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection, custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. So, folks, I'm going to be operating both the camera and the scoreboard and doing a lot of other stuff. So please forgive me today at some point if I happen to lose the ball for a moment. Not going to be doing not going to be doing that on purpose. We'll just be doing a bunch of different things at one time today. Again, we will be doing this as we get going here, and again, just waiting here on the umpires to finish their pregame talk with the players. And once we get getting going here, it will be DuBois as the home team, Clarion as the visiting squad. Going to step aside here and going to step aside here for a moment again. As they do this, we'll thank a couple more of our sponsors. You're watching the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award, High School Softball on D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9 and 10 Sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Back here at DuBois, getting ready for this high school softball matchup between the Beavers of DuBois and the Lady Cats of Clarion. Again, Clarion season opener and the second game for the Lady Beavers of DuBois. Getting ready for our first inning. First inning today brought to you by Swift Kennedy Insurance. Swift Kennedy Insurance with integrity, the official insurance provider of D9and10sports.com. Find out more at swiftkennedyandco.com. So as we prepare here for the first inning, again, the lineup for Clarion, it is Anthony, Best, Simcoe, Beers, Campbell, Forrest, Treese, Mayo, and Burford. Be going against this defense for DuBois at first base. Lauren Walker at second. Jaden Swatworth at short. Kat Patton at third. Bella Gregory. Brooke Tuning is in left. Morgan Pasternak is in center. And Allie Snyder's in right. Sarah Henninger doing the catching for Emma Delp. So as Delp finishes up her warm-up pitches here, we're going to get set to go here from Heindel Field, as it'll be Noel Anthony, all-state performer at second base a year ago, moved into center field this year for Clarion. And Anthony will step up to the plate to get things underway here from Heindel Field. So Anthony stepping to the plate here. Gets ready for the first pitch here from Delp. And she lines that one into the left center field gap. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Anthony's going to touch first. She's headed to second. She'll be in there with a leadoff double. So no Anthony doubles to lead off the season for Clarion. Doesn't get much better than that if you're the Lady Cats, as Anthony doubles into the left center field gap on the first pitch she sees of the 2022 season. So Anthony will be at second for Jordy Best. So first pitch to Best is down low, ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes on Best. Anthony is at second with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Delp checks, winds and delivers. It's up high, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes on Noel Anthony. So 2-0 on Anthony. On Jordan Best. 2-0 on Jordan Best with Noel Anthony at second. Anthony asked third base coach Matt Best to rerun the signs. Here's the wind in the 2-0 to Best. Fouled straight back, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. It's 2-1 on Best with Anthony at second. Nobody out. Top of the first inning, brought to you by Swift Kennedy and Insurance. Insurance with integrity. Swift Kennedy and Co. Company. So Best sets in again. Delp is set with the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 is Best. Chase one a little bit on the outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 on Jordan Best. Peyton Simcoe waits on deck. Delp set with the 2-2. Little off-speed pitch that Best is able to reach out and poke foul. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 here on Jordan Best. Nobody out. Noel Anthony took the first pitch she saw of the 2022 season and lined it into left center field for a double to lead off this inning. Here's the 2-2 by Delp. Up high, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jordan Best. So 3-2 on Best. Runner at second, nobody out for Clarion. Delp's ready with the payoff pitch. Best fouls it off out of play over the first base dugout. Clarion occupying the first base dugout. DuBois in the third base dugout today here at Heindel Field. So Delp toes the rubber again in the circle. Wind into 3-2. Ground ball towards short. Anthony's going to go to third. The throw's going to go to first. Making that throw is Patton. So Best does move the runner up to third. But there is an out now here for DuBois. So a little surprised there. Patton didn't think about going to third, but I guess she figures top of the first inning, get these short out here. So Peyton Zimko will try to help herself for Clarion. First pitch to Simcoe. Little high, ball 1. So Anthony's at third. One-0 pitch coming to Simcoe. Up high, it's now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 on Simcoe. Wind into 2-0. Down low, it's now 3 balls and no strikes on Simcoe. So 3-0 on Simcoe. Kylie Beers on deck for Clarion. They're trying to break the ice here in the top of the first inning. Wind into 3-2. Or 3-0. Way high. Actually goes over Henninger's head, but it comes right back to her on a nice bounce. So now Clarion with runners at first and third with just 1 out, and Kylie Beers, the third baseman, steps to the plate. We'll see what they do with Simcoe at first with a runner at third and just 1 out. Simcoe on the move, but that ball is fouled away by Beers. No balls and 1 strike. Just 1 out. Simcoe on the move, but that So it's going to be no balls and a strike here on Beers. This time Simcoe stays put. Ball's up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 on Beers. Anthony's at third. Simcoe's at first. 1 out here in the top of the first inning for Clarion. No score between the Bobcats and the Beavers. Wind into 1-1. Beers. Fly ball deep left field. That ball is foul. So Beers gave it a ride, but it was foul by, about 10 feet. So just a long strike there for Beers, and it now 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Clarion third baseman. So Beers just missed getting all of that one, got a little bit out in front and ended up fouling it off out of the park. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball towards the shortstop. It goes off of Patton. She's going to throw to first. It's not going to be in time. And on the air, Clarion will take a 1-0 lead. So Clarion, Noel Anthony scores.
Hadley Campbell.
So it's 1-0 Clarion here. And runners are at first and second for Hadley Campbell, the freshman designated player. Her sister, Brenna, was a 4-year starter for Clarion. She takes ball 1 down low. So the Lady Cats getting on the board first here. Double, walk, and an air. Beers will get an RBI on that play. Wind in the pitch. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 on Hadley Campbell. Delp ready with the pitch. In there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Delp is ready with the 2-1. Campbell fouls that one straight back, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the freshman Hadley Campbell. 1 out, runners at first and second for the Lady Cats. Delp ready with the 2-2. In the third, it's going to get away from Henninger. And on the wild pitch, Clarion now has runners at second and third in a full count on Hadley Campbell. So 3 balls, 2 strikes on Campbell. Runners at second and third for Clarion, trying to add on to the 1-0 lead. Now one's going to bounce. Breaking for the plate and scoring is Simcoe. Should be ball 4 on the batter. Should be ball 4 on the batter. Yeah, there we go. They're going to walk her on up to first now as Clarion picks up another run on the wild pitch. They now lead 2-0 as there's going to be a meeting at the circle here for DuBois. As getting ready to bat here for Clarion is Bree Forrest.
Right fielder, Brianna Forrest.
So Bree Forrest stepping to the plate, 2-0 Clarion on a double, couple of walks, an error, and a couple of wild pitches. So Bree Forrest in here. Already DuBois giving up more runs than they did in the 13-1 win over Phillipsburg Osceola last week. Winding the pitch, coming here to Forrest. In the dirt, nice dig there by Henninger. So all of a sudden, Delp's gotten a little wild here as this first inning has gone on. So Campbell's at first, Beers is at third for Clarion. Swing and a miss, strike 1, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Bree Forrest. Clarion's got 2, but with runners at first and third. Now, Dan Schofstall, the manager of Clarion, coming down. Is he going to run for somebody here, maybe? Yeah, he's going to bring in Juliana Wilson. J.J. Wilson coming in to run now for Beers. So J.J. Wilson comes in, and she will run for Beers here in the top of the first inning. So not sure if Schofstall's thinking that maybe there's a wild pitch situation, get a quicker runner down there at third in this situation, or a fly ball could get her home as well. But J.J. Wilson in to run for Clarion at third base. Emma Delp getting ready with the 1-1 to Bree Forrest. Up high, quick throw down to third. Getting back there is Wilson. Just into the game, Henninger decided to test to see if she was paying attention. She was. She gets back into third, and it's now 2-1 on Forrest. 2 balls, 1 strike on Bree Forrest. Wind in the pitch. Up high, and it's now 3-1 on Forrest. So 3 balls, 1 strike on Bree Forrest. Runners at first and third for Clarion. Top of the first, Lady Cats have 2 in. Wind into 3-1. Up high outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Lady Cats. So the bases are now loaded for Emily Treese.
Now batting number 15, second baseman, Emily.
So back-to-back walks and 3 in the inning have been issued by Delp. as Emily Treese at the plate. Bases loaded for Clarion. Infield in for DuBois. There's a line drive, base hit into right field. Snyder will play it on a bounce. Her throw comes into second. Coming home to score is Wilson, and Clarion takes a 3-0 lead. So Clarion is added on here on the base hit by Emily Treese to right field. So the second hit of the inning for Clarion. They now lead 3-0, and Emily Mayo at the plate for the Lady Cats. Up high, ball one. So now Clarion's got 3, and now's when you start to get greedy if you're the Lady Cats. You want to have a massive inning here if you can. Infield is still in for DuBois. That's a called strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Mayo. So 1-1 on Mayo. Bases loaded, 1 out for Lady Cats of Clarion. They lead 3-0. Winding the pitch, it's up high, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 on Mayo. Bases loaded, infield in for DuBois with just 1 out in the first. And Madelp's ready with the pitch. Up high outside, it's now 3 balls and a strike. So Mayo in control of the count, 3-1 with the bases loaded, nowhere to put her. Delp set with the 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That's a big strike there for Delp. So now 3-2, 1 out, bases loaded for Clarion in the top of the first with that 3-0 lead. Delp set with the payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. That's going to walk home another run. Clarion now leads 4-0 on the bases loaded walk to Mayo. Brings Hadley Campbell home. So Allie Burford will step to the plate, the 9th batter of the inning for Clarion. They've got 4, again, looking to break this thing wide open in the first. Delp's first pitch to Burford, swing and a foul ball, strike 1. This inning started with a Noel Anthony double on the first pitch she saw of the season. Simcoe walked. Beers reached on an error that scored a run. Wild pitch scored another run. A single by Tree scored a third, and a walk to Mayo with the bases loaded a 4th. There's a ball up high. One ball, 1 strike on Allie Burford. Infield still in for DuBois. Here's the 1-1. Line ball, foul. First base manager Dan Showstall kicks it back into play. Showstall managing or coaching down at first base. Matt Best, as has been the case the last few years. Third base coach for Clarion. There's a 1-2 coming to Burford. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's 2 away now. So 2 outs here in the first as Clarion is batted around. And Noel Anthony, who got things started with a double, will step to the plate for the Lady Cats. So Anthony, if she can duplicate what she did to start this game, could really break things open for Clarion. They lead 4-0. First pitch is a called strike. So no balls, 1 strike on Anthony. Bases loaded here with 2 outs for Clarion in the top of the first. They have 4 in. Winding the pitch. That ball is lifted high and foul and out of play on the first base side. Now it's no balls and 2 strikes on Anthony. So Delp, not ideal, leading up 4 in the first, but if she can get Anthony here, she's going to keep her team in this game. Know that DuBois has got the offense to make up the 4-run deficit, but they want to leave it right there. So an 0-2 coming to Noel Anthony. There's a line drive, foul ball again on the first base side. First inning approaches the 20-minute mark. Top of the first, that is. Four nothing Clarion. Bases loaded. 2 outs, no balls, and 2 strikes on Noel Anthony. Emma Delp trying to get out of this mess. Partly her own doing, partly not. Here's the 0-2. Down low, ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Noel Anthony. Winding the 1-2. Line drive. It's going to hit in front of the shortstop. Patton, her throw across is in time to end the inning. So at the end of half an inning of play, it's Clarion 4 and DuBois coming to bat. You're watching high school softball on D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9 and 10 Sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921.
So big first inning there for the Lady Cats of Clarion as they score 4 runs on just 2 hits. There was an error and 3 left on base. We will head to the bottom of the first inning now with Clarion holding that lead. Checking out here to see how many of those runs were earned. At least 2 of them were earned. Third of them was earned. 3 of the runs were earned. So 3 earned runs of the 4 against Delp there in the first inning were earned runs. As DuBois will send the following lineup to the plate. Sarah Henninger will lead off. Gabby Galvis will bat second. Lauren Walker third. Morgan Pasternak hitting cleanup. Allie Snyder will be 5. Kat Patton will bat 6th. Bella Gregory 7th. Emma Delp 8th. And Jaden Swatworth 9th against Peyton Simcoe of Clarion. Simcoe's defense has Burford at first. Treese at second. Mail the shortstop. Beers is at third. Mackenzie Aaron in left. Noel Anthony in center. Bree Forrest is in right. Jordan Best doing the catching for Peyton Simcoe. So that's Burford, Treese, Mail, and Beers first to third. Aaron, Anthony Forrest left to right. Best doing the catching for Peyton Simcoe here in the bottom of inning number 1. First inning again brought to you by Swift Kennedy and Company, Insurance and Company. Swift Kennedy Insurance with integrity, official insurance provider of D9 and 10 Sports.com. Find out more at swiftkennedyandco.com. So DuBois has a little bit of a work cut out for them as Sarah Henninger will lead off here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch from Peyton Simcoe is a called strike. Simcoe flashed signs of brilliance at times last year. Also struggled at times as a junior. Here's the 0-1. Bounces in there, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 here in the bottom of inning number 1. Next pitch, line drive. That's a fair ball down into the right field corner. Heading at first is Henninger. She's into second. She's not stopping there. She's going to third. She's going to be held there. And now she's going to come to the plate. The throw is not in time. It's an inside the park home run for Sarah Henninger to lead off the game for DuBois. So DuBois quickly gets one of the runs back. I don't think that was a bad throw. I just think that when she saw where the throw was coming into, she just took off for the plate. So Gabby Galvis now at the plate. So it took no time at all for DuBois to strike right back. It's now quickly 0-2 on Galvis. One's up high and outside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the inside to park homer by Henninger has quickly gotten DuBois on the board here after they gave up 4 in the top of the first. And there's a called strike 3. So getting the first out on her first strikeout there is Simcoe. That'll bring up Lauren Walker, first baseman. That one's high. Walker ducks out of it. (4-1) Clarion here in the bottom of inning number 1, brought to you by Swift Kennedy and Insurance Company. Here's a fly ball to left. Left fielder Aaron's got a beat on it. She'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. So after the inside the park home run to start things, Simcoe's come back with a strikeout and a flyout. So Morgan Pasternak, the left-handed hitting center fielder, sophomore, I do believe. First pitch to her is way up high, ball 1. Second pitch coming to Pasternak. Foul ball, out of play. In fact, over the bullpen behind the third base dugout occupied by DuBois. It's 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs and a run in here for DuBois in the bottom of the Swift Kennedy and Company first inning. Next pitch is down low, I do believe. Yep, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Softball, sometimes the umpires wait a little longer than in baseball to call a strike. So you got to kind of wait on them to see whether it's a ball or a strike. 2 balls and a strike here. That's a called strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Pasternak. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Pasternak. Winding the pitch. Ground ball towards the second baseman tree. She's up with it. She'll throw on to first, and the inning is over. So for DuBois, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. At the end of 1 full inning here at Heindel Field in DuBois, it is Clarion 4, DuBois 1. You are watching High School Baseball on D910sports.com, powered by the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Leading off the second inning, number 10, the catcher, Jordan Bass.
So as we get ready to go to the second inning here, Gabby Galvis is now out in right field for DuBois. As the right fielder Snyder, not sure. She might be in the bullpen warming up right now. I'm not 100% sure what the situation is there. I just know that Galvis went from being the designated player to going out there to play in right field for DuBois, as Jordan Best will lead off here in the second inning for Clarion. First pitch to Best is a ball. Next pitch is up high, ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on Jordan Best. Best grounded out to the shortstop Patton in her first at bat. Ball is fouled straight back. And it is 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch to Best. Fouled straight back again, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Clarion with those 4 runs in the top of the first. DuBois gets one back in the bottom of the inning. That's where we stand here in the second. 4-1 Lady Cats over the Lady Beavers. And Best with a line drive towards right. That's going to fall in front of Galvis for the base hit. And so Jordan Best leads off the first, or the second, excuse me, with a single for Clarion.
Now batting number 2, the pitcher, Peyton Simcoe.
So that'll bring up Peyton Simcoe. Simcoe walked and scored in the first. Delb's first pitch to Simcoe up high. Quick throw back. Best stumbled, but gets back in safely. So next pitch is up high. 2 balls and a strike. Or I'm sorry, 2 balls and no strikes here on Simcoe. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1 on Simcoe. 4-1 Clarion in the lead here in the top of the second, as you can see on the scoreboard. Two one pitch. Up high. Going towards second is Best, and she will steal second. As Patton had to come forward to take the throw, as you can see, and wasn't able to quite hold on to it. So a stolen base there. Not sure what the pitch was. Waiting for the umpire to put up her count here. I guess it's 3-1 now. So it was a ball to Simcoe. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second now for Clarion with nobody out. Winding the pitch to Simcoe. Fouled straight back, and it's full count on Peyton Simcoe. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to help herself out here. Three and 2 on Simcoe. Winding the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Delp comes up with a big strike out of Simcoe with a runner at second and nobody out. Her first strikeout of the game. So that'll bring up Kylie Beers. Beers reached on an error, had an RBI credited to her, and her pinch runner scored in the first inning, part of that 4-run first for Clarion. First pitch by Delp to Beers is up high, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. That one's going to go over the head of Henninger. Best on her way to third. She'll be in there safely on the wild pitch. So Jordan Best now at third with just 1 out. So Best at third with 1 out. 2 balls, no strikes on Beers. Beers shows bump, pulls back. It's a called strike, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 on Beers. Next pitch, line drive, base hit up the middle. Clarion goes up 5-1 on the Kylie Beers single to center. So Beers now with a couple of RBIs in this game.
Now batting number 16, designated player Hadley Campbell.
So that'll bring up Hadley Campbell, the designated player for Clarion. Campbell walked and scored in the first. Here in the top of the second, Clarion with a 5-1 lead. Swing and a miss, strike one. Next pitch is fouled away. Next pitch is going to get away, and that's going to let Beers go to second. So Beers is now at second base. 1 ball and 2 strikes on her. So 1 and 2 on Beers with a runner at second and 1 out. Ground ball, that's going to get into right field for a base hit. Galvis is going to be up with it. They're going to hold Beers at third as the throw comes into the plate. Now Clarion with runners at first and third, and just 1 out on the base hit by Hadley Campbell.
Now batting number 6, the right fielder, Brianna Forrest.
So Bree Forrest stepping to the plate for the Lady Cats. Runners at the corners with just 1 out. We'll see what they do with Campbell at first here with 1 out. First pitch, Campbell's holding, and now the ball gets between the legs of Henninger. Beers thought about coming home. She doesn't, and now she'll go back into third base as, for whatever reason, Henninger didn't take the throw down there, which they had somebody covering. They might have gotten her there if they had gone that way, but instead, the wild pitch moves Campbell to second, and it's second and third now with just 1 out for Clarion. Next pitch is inside to Forrest, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 here on Bree Forrest with runners at second and third and 1 out. That misses, and it's now 3-0 on Forrest. Emily Treese on deck. She already has an RBI single in this one. Wind into 3-0. Line drive, foul ball into the screen over by first base side. So 3-1 now on Bree Forrest. Wind into 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third for Clarion with a run in here in the second. They lead 5-1. Next pitch down low, ball 4. The bases are loaded for Emily Treese. Now Denny Nosker calls time. I think he's going to make a pitching change here. So yes, as he's going to go to the lefty Snyder here as Delp's day comes to a close after an inning and a third. So while they make this pitching change, we'll step aside. You're watching high school baseball on D910sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. Now, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Back here at Heindel Field, pitching change in the works here. Pitching change brought to you by the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center. Will be part, they'll be up here in DuBois in mid-June, part of the Keith Miller Memorial softball and baseball tournament all-star games this year. Last year there was just a baseball all-star game. This year they've added a softball all-star game. Those will be on June 17th and 18th. Softball game, I believe, is on the 17th here at Heindel, and over at Showers Field will be the baseball game. I'll make sure I get that exactly for you folks. As taking over is Snyder here. As Emily Treese will be the first batter that the lefty Snyder, the ace of this DuBois staff, faces. Snyder trying to hold it right here at 5-1. She's going to bring a whole different level of speed, and she hits Treese in the helmet to start her first pitch, and Clarion adds another run. So Treese is hit by the pitch, gets another RBI the difficult way that time. That's coming home from third is Beers. Campbell will go to third, Forrest to second, and now Treese to first on the hit by a pitch. Emily Mail, who walked her first at bat, takes a strike. 6-1 Clarion now in the lead. Next pitch shows bunts it foul, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 on Emily Mail. Allie Burford on deck. Bases loaded for Clarion. Allie Snyder's hit a batter with the bases loaded already. First batter she faced in relief of Emma Delp. Wide in the 0-2. Line drive, foul ball. Great catch there by Matt Best out at third. Off the camera. Does a little bow for everybody. So Snyder toes the rubber. Wind in the pitch. Another foul ball. Double fouled that. She hit it off the bat, went foul, and then hit it again. Remains no balls and 2 strikes on Mail. I'm sorry, on Mail. They're telling me that's Emily Treese. We got the wrong. Oh, yeah, we got Mail. Okay. Yeah, it is Emily Mail. Treese wears 15. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Had that wrong in my book. Here's the 0-2 on Mail. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big strikeout there for Snyder. And there's now 2 away here in the top of the second. Allie Burford will step to the plate. Burford struck out in her first at bat, an inning ago against Emma Delp. Takes ball 1. Delp is ready. Here's the next pitch. Strike as she fouls that off. Burford does. So Snyder, 1 ball, 1 strike on Allie Burford. Snyder set. Wind in the 1-1. Strike 2, swing and a miss. So now Snyder with a chance to get out of this without any further damage to the Lady Beavers. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Burford. Snyder ready with the 1-2. Up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs in the inning for Clarion. They have the bases loaded with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the number 9 hitter, Allie Burford. Second inning brought to you by the Louisville Slugger Hitting Center. That misses outside. It's now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No place to put her. The carousel will start. 3-2 on Burford. Snyder rubs the softball against her uniform. Ready with the 3-2. Grounder right back to Snyder. She'll toss to the first baseman Walker to end the inning. But not before Clarion picks up 2 more runs on 1, 2, 3. More hits. There were no errors and the bases were left loaded for the Lady Cats for the second straight inning. At the end of an inning and a half, it is Clarion 6, DuBois 1. You're watching high school baseball on D9 and 10sports.com, powered by the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Back here, DuBois getting ready for the bottom of the second inning. DuBois will send up Snyder, who's now pitching, Patton, and Gregory. So Snyder will lead off against Simcoe. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Clarion scored 4 in the first, 2 in the second. We're here in the bottom of the second, brought to you by the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center. That's a ball. The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center was created as the top baseball and softball player development and education center in the world. Check them out at sluggerscience.com. It's now 2 balls and a strike. There's a called strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Allie Snyder leading off this Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center. Third quarter. Wrong sport, Chris. Bottom of the second inning. That ball is fouled into the netting. Again, the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. You can sign up for lessons, including online lessons. Don't have to be in Louisville, Kentucky to take advantage of it. Here's a ground ball. Third baseman Beers has it go off her glove into the hands, and that's going to be a runner at first for DuBois. We'll see whether they give her a hit or an error on that one. Still haven't decided up on the scoreboard what they want to give her on that. I think I'm going to call that an error. So on the error on the third baseman Beers, that'll bring up Cat Patton. So we're going to get do we get a runner here? Yeah, we're going to get a runner over there for Snyder. That's going to be Haley Reed. So Reed in to run for Snyder as a courtesy runner. Ground ball to the shortstop Mayo. She's going to go to second, and Treese drops the ball. So back-to-back errors on the Lady Cats have
Now batting number 1,
Have the Lady Beavers in business here. So the air on the third baseman, Beavers, followed by the air on the second baseman, Treese. And it's first and second with nobody out for Bella Gregory for DuBois. They trail 6-1. She's going to bunt it high in the air. It's caught. You're going to have a double play at first as the runner at first came way off the bag, and throwing it over to the first baseman, Burford, was the pitcher, Simcoe, and that is a big double play for the Lady Cats.
Now batting number 18, designated player.
So Emma Delp, who's now in as the flex designated player, will step to the plate, but what looked like it could have been a huge inning here for DuBois is that ball is into right field. The right fielder coming in, and it goes over the head of the right fielder, Forrest. That's going to be a bouncing double, kind of a lucky double in some ways, a play that really should have been made as Clarion's defense continues to let it down here in the second inning as Forrest coming in, had that ball go over her head. Really a ball that I'm going to tell you, she's going to tell you she should have caught, and her coaches are going to tell you she should have caught. So now we're going to get another runner out there, and I don't know who that runner is because she's got a big warm-up jacket on. So we got a runner going out to second, but we're not sure who that runner is because she's got her warm-up jacket on. Probably should be legal to have the warm-up jacket on over top the number. You should be able to know who the players are. But it is what it is. So the unknown runner at second now with 2 outs. There's a ball to Swatsworth. Be an unearned run for DuBois here, or anything on top of it will continue to be unearned as Clarion has committed 2 errors and not made a play on another ball that they should have caught. There's a strike. One ball and 1 strike on Swatsworth. Run in for DuBois. They trail 6-2. That's up high, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1 on Swatsworth. Winding the pitch. That's high, and it's now 3-1 on Swatsworth. So 3-1 on Jaden Swatsworth. The top of the order, Sarah Henninger, who had an inside the park home run in the first inning, is on deck. Winding to 3-1. That ball is fouled straight back, and it's now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second for DuBois. There's the wind into 3-2. Ball 4, and there's now runners at first and second.
Now batting number 8.
With 2 outs.
Sarah Henninger.
So Sarah Henninger had that inside the park home run leading off the bottom of the first inning for DuBois. Chance now to get the Beavers way back into this game. They trail by 4. Best blocks that one. One ball and no strikes. That's up high, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0. Winding the pitch. Down low inside. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. So 3-0 on Henninger. Galvis on deck. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases for Gabby Galvis.
Right fielder, Gabby Galvez.
So Galvis now, first pitch to her, pop fly, shortstop Mail underneath it will make the catch and get Clarion out of the inning without any further damage done. For DuBois, they had 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 errors, and the bases were left loaded, excuse me. At the end of 2 full innings here at Heindel Field, it is Clarion 6, DuBois 2. You're watching high school softball on D9 and 10sports.com, powered by the Brooks You Are Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Back here at Heindel Field, getting ready to go to the top of the 3rd inning with Clarion up 6-2. Big pitch there by Peyton Simcoe to end the 2nd inning to get Gabby Galvis to pop up to the shortstop Mail with the bases loaded and 2 outs. So for Clarion here in the 3rd, it'll be the top of the lineup. Anthony, Best, Simcoe, and Beers for the Lady Cats. Clarion 4 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd. All 6 of those came against the starter, Emma Delp, although 1 came when Allie Snyder hit Emily Treese, the first batter she faced with the bases loaded.
Number 13, the center fielder, Noel Anthony.
So Noel Anthony will lead things off here in the 3rd inning for Clarion. Snyder getting ready, the lefty with her first pitch. Anthony, base hit down in left field corner. She'll hit 2nd. She's going to not stop there. She's on her way to 3rd. She's in safely with a leadoff triple. So Noah Anthony takes the first pitch again for the 2nd time in this game and ends up with an extra base hit.
Number 10, the catcher, Jordan Best.
So Anthony now has a double and a triple in this one. And Jordan Best to the plate, trying to help Clarion add to its lead. Best is 1 for 2 with a run scored. She had a single in the 2nd. She's going to lay down a bunt. Runner coming to the plate. Throw to the plate is not in time. Anthony beats the wrap at home, and Clarion leads 7-2. So Best will reach on the fielder's choice
Number 2, the pitcher, Peyton Simcoe.
as they came to the plate with it. Anthony beats the wrap, and Clarion now leads by a count of 7. And here's Simcoe with a base hit into left field. So Clarion coming out swinging on the first pitches here in this 4th inning have
Now batting,
a run in already and runners at 1st and 2nd and nobody out for Kylie Beers. So Clarion's brought the lumber here in this one. It hasn't mattered whether it's Delp or Snyder so far, it seems. First pitch to Beers. Beers, little popper towards center. That's going to be trouble, but coming in, Pasternak with a nice diving catch in center field. So Pasternak with a nice running, diving, sliding, I guess you could call it, catch out there in center field for the first out of the 3rd inning here. So they'll bring up Hadley Campbell. Campbell is 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored in this one. Her varsity debut. First pitch to Hadley Campbell. Ground ball. Past the diving shortstop Patton. Best is going to turn. He'll throw to the plate, not in time. Now Clarion's got runners hung up, but nobody's covering first. And getting back there is Campbell, and the Lady Cats now lead this one 8-2. So Campbell with the base hit to center under the diving glove of the shortstop Patton. Scores Jordan Best. Clarion still with runners at first and second and just one out for Bree Forrest. The ball's in the dirt. Runners in between first and second, but she's going to go all back to second base. That is Simcoe out there. So Clarion just keeps scoring here. Up 8-2. 1-0 coming to Forrest. Fouls it, first base side, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 on Forrest. 8 across for Clarion so far in this one. They lead 8-2. Snyder looks in. Snyder toes the rubber. Here's the 1-0. Or I'm sorry, the 1-1. There's a bunt. Third baseman Gregory up with it. She'll throw across the diamond, and there's 2 outs. That'll go down in the books as a sacrifice.
Now batting number 15, the second baseman.
And Clarion has runners at second and third with 2 outs. For the second baseman, Emily Treese, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI. 2 RBIs, and she was also hit by a pitch that scored a run. 2 outs for Clarion here in the third. First pitch to Treese, tries to hold up, doesn't. It's strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Treese. Simcoe at second or third. That ball's in the dirt. And it's 1-1. Simcoe is the runner at third. Campbell the runner at second for Clarion, with 2 runs in here in the third. Wind in the 1-1. That ball is fouled out of play, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Emily Treese. So 1-2 on Treese. Snyder rubs the softball again. Here's her wind in the 1-2. Up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 here on Emily Treese. Called strike 3. The inning is over. So for Clarion, 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the third with the Lady Cats leading 8-2. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Swift Kennedy & Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy & Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy & Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Back here at Heindel Field in DuBois as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the third being brought to you by Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville, your friendly hometown supermarket. Check out the weekly specials at mikesbilo.com.
Leading off for DuBois,
DuBois will lead off with its number 3 hitter, Lauren Walker. She'll be followed by Morgan Pasternak and Allie Snyder. 8-2, Clarion in the lead. Lady Cats 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. DuBois single runs in innings 1 and 2. There's a called strike on Walker. Next pitch is up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind in the 1-1. Fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Walker, leading off here in the third inning for DuBois. So wind in the pitch. That's going to be bounced in there, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lauren Walker. Walker flew out to the left fielder, Aaron, in her first at bat back in the first. Called strike 3. Another strikeout for Simcoe. That's number 2 for the Clarion righty.
Number 15, the center fielder, Morgan Pasternak.
Both of them looking. That'll bring up Morgan Pasternak. Pasternak quickly takes strike 1. Pasternak grounded out to the second baseman, Treese, in her first at bat. Wind in the pitch. Ball's hit down a left field line and foul. So now no balls and 2 strikes on Pasternak. Simcoe set with the pitch. Down low and outside, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball towards the shortstop, Mail. She's got it. Throw across the diamond is going to be wild, and that's going to allow Pasternak to reach on the air. So again, Clarion's infield defense, especially that middle infield defense, has been a little suspect here in the early going. Kind of knew that coming into the season if you were paying any attention to the Lady Cats, that with some new players out there, that it might take a while for them to feel comfortable. So that brings up Snyder. Snyder, fly ball to center. Center fielder Anthony's got it. And there's now quickly 2 away. So 1 pitch, 1 out after the air. So that'll bring up Kat Patton. Patton reached on an error on the shortstop in her first, or I'm sorry, she reached on the error on the third baseman in her first at bat. No, it was the shortstop. Fouls that one off. Third base coach manager Denny Nosker with the play down there. Simcoe's pitch, ground ball. That's going to, oh, great play. And then doing the job of stepping on second base is the shortstop Mail to end the inning. So for DuBois in the third, no runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 left on base. At the end of 3 full innings here at Heindel Field in DuBois, it is Clarion 8, DuBois 2. You're watching high school softball on D910sports.com, powered by the Brooks UR Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award, which will have an accompanying scholarship and be awarded to an athlete or athletes who completed at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and to display qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. Find out more by clicking on the ad banner on D9and10sports.com. That's the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
So we head to the fourth inning here at Heindel Field with Clarion leading DuBois 8-2. Fourth inning brought to you by Tenesta Builder Supply and Home Improvement Center. With locations in Shippenville and Tenesta, Tenesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. Check them out online at tenestabuilders.us. That's tenestabuilders.us. So it'll be Mail, Burford, and Anthony for Clarion here in inning number 4 against Allie Snyder. Waiting on something here. I think we're waiting on the home plate umpire. I'm not sure where she went. There she is. So now we're ready to go here. First pitch by Snyder to Mayo. Ground ball. Shortstop Patton up with it. Throw across to Walker in time. One pitch, one out for Allie Snyder here in the fourth.
Now batting number 19, first baseman, Allie Burford.
That'll bring up Allie Burford. Burford 0 for 2 in this one. Struck out in the first. Grounded it back to the circle in the second. First pitch by Snyder to Burford, outside ball 1. If you're just joining us, Clarion with 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. DuBois single runs in the first and the second. Winding the pitch, fouled straight back, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike on Allie Burford. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Burford. That misses outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Burford with 1 out here in the fourth. Slider set with the 2-2. Called strike 3. So the strikeout looking is the 3rd strikeout by Allie Snyder since she came into this game in the second inning with an out. That'll bring up Noah Anthony. Anthony is 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored. Doubled and scored in the first, tripled and scored in the fourth. First pitch to Anthony. Oh, off speed, gets her swinging and missing, strike 1. Knowing that she had swung and gotten some base hits off the first pitches, that's a good job there by Allie Snyder. Snyder set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Couple of off-speed pitches here to Anthony this time around. No balls, 2 strikes. Wind in the 0-2. Up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Anthony. DuBois and Snyder trying to keep Clarion scoreless for the first inning in this ball game. The one and the 1-2. Foul. Just getting a piece of that off-speed pitch was Anthony, and it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Lady Cats senior. Was the starting setter this year on the state championship volleyball team. 1-2 pitch up high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes on Noah Anthony. Snyder set with the 2-2. Misses, and it's now full on Anthony. So after being ahead of Anthony, no balls and 2 strikes, the Clarion seniors battle back to get the count full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nothing going on for Clarion here in the 4th. Payoff pitch, fouled away. Remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 pitch coming to Anthony. Wind and the payoff ball 4. So Anthony fights her way all the way back. First walk issued by Snyder is a 2-out walk here to Noah Anthony in the 4th. That'll bring up Jordan Best, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI, 2 runs scored. So Snyder set. First pitch to Best. Best fouls it off down the third base side. Goes through the wickets to the third base. Actually, that's the shortstop. Or did they switch the shortstop and third? They did. They switched the shortstop and the third baseman on me. So Henninger is actually now out. Henninger's now out at shortstop as Patton moves to third. And looks like Alexis Pfeiffer doing the catching for DuBois now. There's a throw down to second on a stolen base attempt. Will not get Simcoe. She's into second. And it's no balls and 2 strikes on Jordan Best. Actually, that is... Can't tell who's doing the catching right now for DuBois. Is the Lady Beavers have moved some defensive things around on us here. Winding the pitch, the Best is outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still Walker is over at first, and Swatsworth is still at second. Henninger is now at shortstop. She was catching. So 1-2 on Best. Fouled it at the plate again. It's either 10 or 18 doing the catching for the Lady Beavers here. So it's either Delp or Pfeiffer. I'm going to guess it's Alexis Pfeiffer doing the catching right at this moment. But again, can't see because the backstrap of her chest protector blocking out the second number. Next pitch to Best, fouled away. I'm going to guess that's Pfeiffer because it does not look like Delp. So I'm going to guess it's Alexis Pfeiffer behind the plate now for DuBois. Still 2-2 here on Best. Now it's 3-2 on Best. I'm sorry, 2-2. It was 1-2. I was correct the first time. 1-2. So now it's 2-2 on Best. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They're going to have to throw down to first to end it, but they will. And so for Clarion in the 4th, no runs, no hits. There was a walk and 1 left on base at the end of 3.5 innings here in DuBois. It is Clarion 8, DuBois 2. You're watching high school baseball on D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. and the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year award. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Back here at Heindel Field in DuBois. 8-2 Clarion as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. DuBois will have Gregory, Delp, and Swatsworth. Actually, it's going to be Gregory, Pfeiffer, and Swatsworth coming to the plate. So Bella Gregory will lead things off for the Lady Beavers here. Against Peyton Simcoe. Gregory, fly ball to center. That's a hit well. It's going to be over the head of Anthony and off the wall. Anthony will play it off the wall. Her throw will come into second, but Gregory's got a leadoff double for DuBois here in the fourth inning. So one pitch, Gregory goes over the center fielder, Anthony's head for the leadoff double. So that'll bring up Alexis Pfeiffer. Her first at bat of the game. Called strike. Clarion 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. DuBois 1 in the first, 1 in the second. That's where we stand, 8-2 here in inning number 4. Ball is up high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses on that one, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch is foul tipped into the glove of Best, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 and Alexis Pfeiffer with Bella Gregory at second and nobody out for DuBois here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The ball is popped up and out of play over behind the first base dugout occupied by the Lady Cats of Clarion. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. That ball is hit towards center. Anthony coming in on it, has a beat on it, makes the catch. The runner Gregory will hold at second, and there's now 1 away for Jaden Swatsworth.
Now batting number 9, second baseman, Jaden Swatsworth.
So Swatsworth steps to the plate. Takes strike 1. Swatsworth walked in her lone at bat in the second inning. There's a chopper into right field. It's going to get past the right fielder, Forrest, and all the way to the wall. Heading towards third. There will be a late throw, but with an RBI triple is Jaden Swatsworth, and it's now 8-3 as DuBois back within 5. So the triple into right field by Swatsworth scores Gregory. And it is now 8-3. First pitch to Henninger is called strike 1. So Henninger is now at shortstop. She is 1 for 1 with a walk and an inside the park home run. Fouls that one away, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes on her. Swatsworth's at third with the RBI triple. DuBois back within 5 at 8-3. Winding the 0-2. Little liner towards Mayo. She'll catch it and throw over to first. Not sure why. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, there we go. She was out. As Henninger acted like that was a weird play. The throw over and all of that, but it was a line out. So there's now 2 outs for Gabby Galvis and a runner at third. Takes a ball up high, ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Gabby Galvis. Next pitch. Nice block there by Best, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Galvis is 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out looking in the first, popped up to the shortstop. Mail in the second. We're in the 4th. Run in for DuBois. They trail 8-3. There's a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Gabby Galvis. Simcoe ready with the pitch. That ball is hit into the gap in left center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Anthony, the center fielder, will play it. Galvis is into second with an RBI double, and it is now 8-5 as DuBois, or 8-4. DuBois back within 4. So 3 extra base hits in this inning off of Peyton Simcoe. Has gotten 2 across here so far. As Lauren Walker takes ball 1. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Mail, it's going to chop off of her and out into left field. It's going to roll, and it's going to roll, and it's going to roll some more. It rolls all the way to the fence, heading to third, coming all the way home. She's going to come all the way home and score as Walker on a 4-base error on the shortstop, Mail, and all of a sudden it's a 2-run game. So 4 runs are in now in the inning for DuBois. Is another mistake in the infield by Clarion has cost the Cats 2 runs there, as that one kicks off of the shortstop. Mail goes all the way in to the left field corner for a 4-base error. So again, that infield defense for Clarion is turning out to be a tough break right now for the Lady Cats. That ball is fouled out of play. It's 8-6 now. Clarion's once 8-2 lead is down to 2 runs. Morgan Pasternak at the plate with a strike on her. There's a ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So that ball kicked off a Mail at shortstop and headed up all the way into the left field corner, where by the time Mackenzie Aaron tracked it down. Walker was all the way at home plate. So 2 unearned runs here in the inning. 3 in the game for DuBois. They still trail 8-6. That ball is outside, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs on Pasternak. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. There's a chopper base hit into center field. Anthony quickly over to cut it off and hold Pasternak to a single. But the hit parade in this inning continues for DuBois. They've got 4 of them.
Now batting the pitcher, number 11, Hadley Snyder.
So that'll bring up Allie Snyder, the pitcher. She's 0 for 2, did reach on an errant score run in this game. First pitch by Simcoe to Snyder. That ball is fouled down the left field line. So no balls and 1 strike. On Snyder, here's the pitch. Fouled it straight back, and it's down. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes on Snyder. 2 outs, 4 runs in for DuBois and a runner at first. Runner heads towards second. She's going to be there now. Throw goes out into center field, and that's going to allow her to go to third. So another error on the Bobcats. And DuBois has a runner at third with 2 outs. There's another ball, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that ball's outside, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 on Snyder. Runner at third for DuBois. 4 runs in for the Lady Beavers. That ball is a foul ball down the third base side. Remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Winding the 3-2. Ground ball to third baseman Beer. She has it. Double clutches, throws across to Burford, and the inning is over, but not before DuBois picks up 4 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 Clarion errors and 1 left on base. At the end of 4 full innings here from Heindelfield and DuBois, it is Clarion 8, DuBois 6. You're watching high school softball on D910sports.com, powered by the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Back here at Heindel Field, getting ready for the 5th inning of what's been a wild one. Clarion 8, DuBois 6. 5th inning brought to you by Icy Ink. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Check them out online at icyyyink.com. That's Icy Ink. So Clarion will have Simcoe, Beers, and Campbell against Snyder here in the 5th. Their once comfortable 6-run lead down to just 2 as strike 1 is called, or is taken, is swung on and missed by Simcoe. One in the 0-1. Down low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Kind of feel bad for there was a game that's supposed to be played after this one. Union and that ball's inside. Union and Montauk were scheduled to play a game after this one. That game was scheduled for 6 o'clock. It is 6:16, and it is only in the 5th inning here of this one. There's a swing and a miss by Simcoe, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 on Simcoe. Leading off here in the 5th. And there's Simcoe with a drive towards left. And it goes off the glove of the left fielder, Tuning. In the second goes Simcoe. She'll be there with a 2-base error. At least I'm going to assume that's how they're going to rule that one. Ball was hit hard, but Tuning had a beat on it. Just had it go right off of her glove. So the error on Tuning gives Simcoe second base, and Kylie Beers takes high heat, chin music, ball 1. Beers is 1 for 3, reached on an error, scored a couple runs, takes a ball outside. Two balls, no strikes on her. Winding the pitch. There's a base hit into left field. Simcoe will stop at third. Beers is at first, and now Clarion in business again in the 5th. Runners at first and third, and nobody out for Hadley Campbell.
Now batting number 16, designated player, Hadley Campbell.
Campbell is 2 for 2 with a walk, a run scored, and an RBI. First and third, Clarion. Nobody out here in the 5th inning. It's a called strike on Campbell. Told you this has been a wild one. Clarion 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. DuBois 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the 4th. Lady Cats threatening here again. Scoreboard says there's 1 out. There's nobody out. Ball's down low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Simcoe led off this inning, reaching on the air. Beers singled. That brings up Campbell. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. So 1-2 on Campbell's. Now we've got 0 outs out there on the board finally. Now Campbell fouls that one straight back. And it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hadley Campbell. Allie Snyder twirls the softball, gets ready with the 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Beers is going to take second. So now Clarion with runners at second and third, and nobody out, and a 2-2 count on Hadley Campbell. Wind into 2-2. Campbell, little popper. Shortstop Henninger has it, and there's one away. So 1 out now for Bree Forrest. Yep, Bree Forrest at the plate. So Bree Forrest at the plate. Gets instructions from third base coach Matt Best. Snyder toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. Forrest lays down a bunt, and it's going to be a foul ball. So Clarion was trying to squeeze there. Forrest fouled it off. No balls, 1 strike. Forrest line drive, base hit into right field. That's going to score at least 1. Coming around is Beer. She's going to score. Clarion now leads 10-6. So the 2-run base hit by Bree Forrest gives Clarion a 10-6 lead, and Emily Treese to the plate. First pitch to Treese is fouled away. Strike 1. Next pitch to Treese, swing and a miss, strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Clarion gets 2 of those runs back here on the big 2-base hit, or 2-run single, by Bree Forrest. 0-2 to Treese, fouled at the plate. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes on Emily Treese. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside, ball 1, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Allie Snyder ready. Lefty set with the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there are 2 away here in inning number 5. Strikeout number 4, I do believe, for Snyder. That'll bring up the shortstop, Emily Mail. So Mail at the plate now for Clarion. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Snyder ready. Wind in the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 here on Emily Mail. Clarion with 2 runs in here in the 5th. They lead 10-6. Runner at first is Forrest. It was her 2-run single to right that has restored a 4-run lead for Clarion. So now 1-2 on Mail. The freshman shortstop for the Lady Cats. That one's up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes on Mail. Allie Snyder in relief of Emma Delp. Set with the pitch. Called, strike 3, and the inning is over. But not before Clarion picks up 2 runs on 3 hits. I'm sorry, it was 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error and 1 left on base at the end of 4.5 innings. It is Clarion 10-6 over DuBois. You're watching high school baseball on D910sports.com, powered by the Brooks. You are Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D910sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
DuBois in the bottom of the 5th, number 16.
Back here at Heindel Field in DuBois as we go to the bottom of inning number 5. It'll be Patton, Gregory, and Pfeiffer for DuBois against Peyton Simcoe. Patton takes ball 1 leading off. She is 0 for 2. Did reach on an error back in the second. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, Mail. Again, she has trouble with it, and it's going to be another error. So that is now 6 errors on Clarion. All but one of them on the middle infielders.
Number 1, designated player, Bella Gregory.
So they'll bring up Bella Gregory now. We're going to get a runner over there for Patton. That is number 2, Tegan Runyon.
Number 2, Tegan Runyon, running for Patton.
So Runyon over at first now. That ball is drilled towards deep center, but right at Anthony, who makes the catch. So Gregory gave it a ride, but gave it a ride right at Noel Anthony.
Now batting number 10, the catcher, Alexis Piper.
So that'll bring up Alexis Pfeiffer. She's 0 for 1. She flew out to Anthony in her first at bat last inning. Ball 1. Next pitch. Popped up. Simcoe gives way to Mail, and nobody's going to get it. And now the throw to second gets away from the second baseman, but Anthony catching it behind. Simcoe must have heard Mail calling her off, and at the end of the day, nobody catches the ball. Goes in the books as an infield single since nobody actually caught. Geez, I don't know. Feel like that should be an error too on Clarion. That ball's got to be caught.
Now batting number 9. Second baseman, Jaden Wadsworth.
So Jaden Swatsworth now to the plate. Is that's more on that Clarion middle. I don't mean to pick on the Clarion middle infielders, but that's a play that's got to be made. And Peyton Simcoe gave way like she should have as the pitcher to the shortstop, and the shortstop male just didn't get there. Clarion's going to have to shore up that middle infield defense if they plan on getting to the playoffs or doing anything this year. This first game for the Lady Cats has been not so good in that middle infield situation defensively right now, as it's 1 ball and 1 strike now on Swatsworth. Here's a ground ball. It hits off the second base bag, goes to the left fielder, Aaron. That's going to allow a run to score. This game has had a little bit of everything. As Swatsworth has that ball hit off of the second base bag, chop into left field for the base hit. And that'll bring up Sarah Henninger. Now Henninger, fly ball down the right field line, Forrest giving chase, but it's out of play. Wild doesn't even begin to describe this game. (10-7) Clarion. But DuBois has runners at first and second and 1 out for Sarah Henninger, who has an inside the park home run today. And now she's going to line one to deep center. It's going to go over the head of Anthony and now through Anthony's legs. That's going to score 1 run. Second run's going to come in as the ball goes to third, and it's a triple. Now it gets away from the third baseman, but Simcoe backing it up, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run game, and DuBois has the tying run at third with just 1 out. So Gabby Galvis with a chance to tie the game for DuBois with Sarah Henninger at third and just 1 out. Runner coming to the plate. Best has her in trouble. The throw down to third. They can't get her as Beers not able to. That's again a situation where the shortstop male's got to be over there. Beers was trailing the runner Henninger to the plate. And yet Beers has to go back with her because the shortstop male isn't over there. And now Dan Shofstall calls timeout. He wants to have a meeting with his middle infielder, with all of his infielders. So the infielders will all converge here. 10-9 Clarion leads, but the Lady Cats at one point led 8-2, and their lead is precarious with DuBois having a runner at third and just 1 out. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop male, and it goes right through her legs, and that's going to allow the tying run to score. We're tied at 10. It was going to probably get the runner home no matter what, but instead of having the out, it is now another error. You just wonder how long Dan Shofstall can go with leaving Emily Mail out at shortstop. Obviously, her confidence is completely shot at this point. Like, I'm not sure he's got any real choice, but maybe move Noel Anthony in to play shortstop and let somebody else go out and play center field or something here, because right now it is costing Clarion a chance to win this game. Here's a ground ball to third. Beers is going to take the short throw to first, and it goes off of the first baseman Burford's glove. Runner is going to head to the plate. No, she's going to hold there at third. Another error on the Lady Cats. This one on the first baseman Burford.
Now batting number 15, the center fielder, Morgan Pasternak.
So that'll bring up Morgan Pasternak with the go-ahead run now, just 60 feet away for DuBois. 8 errors on Clarion. Here's a ground ball to Mail. Again, she can't come up with it. Another error on the shortstop. That's 9 now on Clarion. That'll bring up Kate Patton. Oh, I'm sorry. That'll bring up Allie Snyder. So now Clarion is going to make a change in the field. As going out to play shortstop. No, they're going to leave. No, yeah. Is that Bree Forrest now at shortstop? No. Yeah, they're going to bring Bree Forrest in to play shortstop now. So they brought Bree Forrest in to play shortstop as Mayo goes out to play left. And Snyder fouls that ball off. They really were left with no choice in this situation. I'm not saying that Emily Mail won't be a good shortstop at some point, maybe even this season, but it was just obvious that her confidence was just completely shot out there. You had to make the move just to save her. It wasn't fair to her anymore at this point in time. So they do make the move, bringing Bree Forrest in to play shortstop. That ball is fouled out of play, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, I do believe. Excuse me for not getting the scoreboard updated there. No, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice pick there by Jordan Best, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the count is full on Allie Snyder. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a big strikeout there for Peyton Simcoe. So that'll bring up the 10th batter to bat here in the inning, Kate Patton, who started everything by reaching on an error. So Kate Patton, who started this inning by reaching on an error, her pinch runner Runyon scored the first run of this inning. 5 are home for DuBois. They've scored 9 over the last inning and 2/3. They lead 11-10 after trailing 8-2. First pitch. Patton is a ball. Ball one. One ball, no strikes. 11-10, DuBois in the lead for the first time today. There's a ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. Told you early on that DuBois had the firepower offensively to come back. They've been aided by 9 Clarion errors, though. 2-0 on Patton. There's ball 3, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. So 3-0 on Patton. Bella Gregory is on deck. Ball 4, Patton walks, and the bases are loaded. So the bases are loaded for Bella Gregory. Gregory has a double and a run scored in this one. First pitch to Gregory. Pop fly. Jordan Best, the catcher, tries to catch it. Really wasn't Best's ball there. That was the first baseman Burford's ball. Burford's got to come over and take charge there. You can't let the catcher go 40 feet down the line to try to catch the ball. Even if she calls it, it's hers. The first baseman's got to call her off there. Understand what Jordan Best was doing. Senior leadership there, but here's a line drive to center, and Anthony will make the catch, and the inning finally comes to an end, but not until DuBois scores 5 runs to take an 11-10 lead. At the end of 5, it is DuBois 11, Clarion 10. You're watching high school baseball on D9 and 10 sports.com.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. Now, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Back here in DuBois as we head to the 6th inning with DuBois all of a sudden ahead, 11-10. They trailed 8-2. They've rallied all the way back to take the 11-10 lead as we head to the 6th inning, brought to you by the Clarion YMCA. The Clarion YMCA desires to enhance lives with the core character-building values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility, all within a safe and positive environment. Find out more at ClarionCountyYMCA.org. The Clarion County YMCA was the proud host of a senior all-star basketball game yesterday. Congratulations to Couch Sports' Liz Frame and Warren's JT Blum on earning MVP honors in that basketball game.
Number 19, first baseman, Allie Burford.
So Allie Burford will lead things off for Clarion here in the 6th. All of a sudden, the Lady Cats need a run to get things back up even. First pitch by Allie Snyder to Burford. Fouled away, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Winding the pitch. Another foul ball, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. It's outside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Burford struck out twice and grounded back to the circle. Winding the 1-2. Misses, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. There's a chopper. Snyder makes a nice play on it. Throws, fires to Walker for the out. 2-1 away here in the 6th inning.
Now batting number 13, center fielder, Noel Anthony.
That'll bring up Noel Anthony. Anthony's had herself a nice game today. Has a double and a triple and a run scored, also a walk. Take strike 1. Clarion scored 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fifth for its 10 runs. DuBois 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth for its 11 runs. So did Anthony hold up? She did. As the appeal goes down to first, they say she held. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Noel Anthony. Outside, and it's now 2-1 on Anthony. Jordan Best on deck for Clarion. Winding to 2-1. Way inside. Anthony's able to get out of the way, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Anthony. Again, all-state player at second base last year, playing center field today for the Lady Cats. 3-1 on Noel Anthony. Misses high, ball 4, so a 1-out walk to Anthony, and that'll bring up Jordan Best. Best is 1 for
10, the catcher, Jordan Best.
4 today with 2 runs scored and an RBI. See if they get Anthony in motion here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It was fouled there into the mid of the catcher Pfeiffer. No balls and 1 strike on Jordan Best. No Anthony, the runner at first for Clarion here with 1 out in the 6th. Called strike, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes on Best. Next pitch, line ball into right field for a base hit. Anthony will touch second. She'll go to third. And Clarion's got runners at first and third with 1 out for Peyton Simcoe.
Now batting number 2, the pitcher, Peyton.
So Simcoe with a chance to get this game tied back up for the Lady Cats. Runner going to second. Throw goes to the plate. They've got Anthony picked off. Throw goes back to Snyder. Did they tag her? They say they did. So Anthony got herself too far off the bag on the throw down to second. And they're 2 away. Great defensive plays there by the DuBois infield. So the throw went back to Snyder when Best took for second. Anthony wandered too far off a third. The catcher Pfeiffer threw down to third. It turns out into a rundown situation. And on the rundown, Allie Snyder tags out Noel Anthony at third base for the 2nd out of the inning. So Best is still at second here. Base hit would tie the game, but it's now a little bit more precarious than it was, that it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Peyton Simcoe. So Clarion had runners at first and third. but the base running mistake by Noah Anthony erases the runner at third. Wind into 1-1 to Simcoe. That misses, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. I can understand at times trying to steal that run when you're deeper in your lineup, but in this case, Clarion would have had runners at second and third for their number 3 hitter, Simcoe, with just 1 out. 2-1 here by Snyder. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Hadley Snyder with a chance to get out of this jam, which was originally first and third with 1 out. It's now second base with 2 outs. Snyder ready with the 2-2 to Simcoe. Misses outside, and it's now full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 1-run lead for DuBois. Hadley Snyder set with the payoff pitch. Misses inside, and now we're clearing with runners at first and second for Kylie Beers.
Now batting number 27, the third baseman, Kylie Beers.
Beers has 2 hits, a couple of RBIs, 3 runs scored for Clarion. First pitch from Snyder to Beers. Way outside, ball 1. Snyder steps back into the circle. Ready with the 1-0. Beers, ground ball. Third baseman Patton will step on the bag to end the inning. So for Clarion in the 6th, no runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th here at Heindel Field in DuBois. It is DuBois 11, Clarion 10. You're watching high school baseball on D9 and softball on D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Fluxburg and the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal by utilizing science and technology.
Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Back here at Heindel Field in DuBois, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning with DuBois leading Clarion 11-0. Today's game powered by the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. The Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship will be awarded to an athlete or athletes who completed in at least one full season at either District 9 or District 10 and who display qualities of being a good person, a leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. Find out more by clicking on the Brooks U.R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award banner on D9and10sports.com. Lexus Pfeiffer will lead off here for DuBois in the 6th inning, trying to add to what is now an 11-10 lead for the Lady Beavers. They trailed 8-2 at one point. Takes a ball outside. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. Clarion led 8-2 after 3 innings. DuBois made it 8-6 with 4 runs, and there's a line drive base hit up the middle for Pfeiffer. So anyhow, DuBois got 4 runs to make it 8-6 in the 4th. Clarion picked up 2 more in the bottom of the top of the 6th, or top of the 5th, I'm sorry, to make it 10-6. And then DuBois with the 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th to make it 11-6. Is going over to run there is Hallie Reed for Pfeiffer. As Jaden Swatsworth at the plate. Swatsworth had a big base hit in the 5th inning for DuBois. First pitch is down low, ball 1. DuBois 11 runs on 10 hits. They've taken advantage of 9 Clarion errors. Missed outside with that one, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes on Swatsworth. Sarah Henninger's on deck. Henninger's had herself a game with an inside the park home run, a 2-run triple, 3 RBIs. That misses, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. Up high, ball 4, and now runners are at first and second with nobody out here in the 6th inning for DuBois. And the top of the lineup with Henninger at the plate. So Henninger at the plate. First pitch to her. Called strike 1. DuBois trying to add on to the 11-10 lead that they have. They've scored 9 runs over the last 2 innings. And threatening again here in the 6th. That's down low, and it's 2 balls. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Henninger. Clarion, if you're a Clarion fan, you would like to see the game held right here at 1 run. Called strike, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Henninger. Gabby Galvis on deck to be followed by Lauren Walker. Winding the pitch. That ball, nice pick there by Best. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's a chopper. Simcoe gets it. She'll throw to first for the out. Runners will move up 60 feet. So now with 1 out, DuBois has runners at 2nd and 3rd. For Gabby Galvis. Galvis has scored a couple runs, has a hit, an RBI. Ball is fouled away. No, it's a ball. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking there. Lost track of where the ball was at for a second. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Winding the pitch. Way high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Misses, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes on Galvis. Walker on deck. Taking all the way for a strike was Galvis. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 on Galvis. Runners at second and third and 1 out for DuBois. Ball 4, another great pick there by Bass, but the bases are now loaded for Lauren Walker. Walker's reached a couple of times on air. She's 0 for 4 in the game with a run scored. Now Dan Schofstall looks like he's going to make a change. He is. This Peyton Simcoe will be replaced by Haley Kratzley. So Kratzley will replace Simcoe and make her pitching debut in high school baseball in a jam and a half, with DuBois leading by 1. The Lady Beavers have the bases loaded with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Pitching change brought to you by Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center. We'll be back after these messages. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Back here at Heindel Field and DuBois, pitching change for the Lady Cats as Kratzley comes on in relief of Simcoe with the bases loaded and 1 out. Heck of a place to make your high school pitching debut for the young Haley Kratzley. So Kratzley will face off against Lauren Walker. Bases loaded. 1 out, and there's a ball 1 to Walker. Kratzley set with the 1-0. Walker, line drive. Forrest knocks it down. Treese picks it up. Everybody's safe. That'll be a base hit. That was a great play by Bree Forrest just to get to that base, that softball. She's not able to do anything with it, though. And DuBois now leads 12-10 on the infield single by Walker. Morgan Pasternak now at the plate. Pasternak has a hit on the day. She'll take ball 1 outside. 12-10, DuBois in the lead. Lady Beavers trying to add on here in the 6th. Kratzley with the sign. Next pitch up high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes on Kratzley. Wind into delivery. Ball 3, balls in the dirt. Best is able to get it before it gets too far away, but it's now 3 balls, no strikes on Pasternak, no place to put her. Kratzley, the freshman, looks in. Has her signal. Ball 4, and it's a bases loaded walk, and it's now 13-10.
Now batting number 11, the pitcher, Allie Snyder.
So that'll bring up Allie Snyder. Snyder has reached on an error and scored a run. Take strike one. Kratzley ready with the 0-1 pitch. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch by Kratzley. Line drive, base hit up the middle. That'll score at least one. They're going to bring home a second run as Walker scores, and it's now 15-10 in favor of DuBois. On the 2-run, base hit by Allie Snyder. So that'll bring up Cat Patton. Patton fouls the first pitch off. 4 more runs in here for DuBois in the 6th so far. They've scored 13 runs over the last 3 innings. Hasn't even been a full 3. Ball 1, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike now on Patton. Patton actually looking for her first hit. She has reached a couple times on errors and on a walk. Winding the pitch. Ground ball towards the shortstop Forrest. She'll field it, throw across the diamond in time, and they're now 2 away. Runners move up 60 feet to second and third. So that'll bring up Bella Gregory. Gregory has a double and a run scored on the day. Winding the pitch. Fouled it off. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch to Gregory. Little high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Clarion in the 7th would have Beers, Campbell, and Forrest due up. That would, not Beers. It would be Campbell, Forrest, and Treese, 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. Now needing at least 5. Misses that one, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Gregory. Two and one on Gregory. Winding the pitch. Foul, just foul. Hit that one hard down the third base line, but it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Winding the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning comes to a close, but not before DuBois picks up 4 more runs. They now lead 15-10 as we head to inning number 7. You're watching high school softball on D9 and 10 Sports.com.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Back here at Heindel Field, we go to the seventh inning with Clarion trailing DuBois 15-10 at this point. The seventh inning brought to you by Clarion Rehab. Clarion Rehab provides the athletic trainers at Clarion, CL, North Clarion, and Keystone High Schools. Check them out online at clarionrehab.com. Don't forget, folks, at the inclusion of this one, we'll have our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. We'll try to get an interview with that player of the game. We'll stick here for that interview if you so choose.
Now batting number 16, the designated player. Hadley
So it'll be Campbell, Forrest, and Treese for Clarion here in the seventh inning. First pitch from Snyder. Ground ball, second baseman Swatsworth, the first baseman Walker, and there's quickly one away here in the seventh.
Now batting number 6, the right fielder, Brianna Forrest.
So Bree Forrest steps to the plate. Forrest fouls it at the plate. Strike one. Snyder ready with the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Clarion 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fifth. DuBois 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth. Lady Beavers lead the Lady Cats 15-10 here with 1 out in the seventh. Fouled straight back, and it's down 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 and 2. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Ball is popped up. First baseman Walker is there to make the catch. And we now have 2 outs here
Now batting number 15,
in
second baseman, Emily Treese.
the seventh inning. Clarion down to its final out. Emily Treese at the plate. DuBois looking to polish off its second win of the year. It hasn't been pretty at times for the Lady Beavers. They trailed 8-2, but they lead 15-10. First pitch to Treese. Up high, ball 1. Next pitch. Bounces in there, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Treese. If Treese would reach, Emily Mail would come to the plate for Clarion. So 2-0 here on Treese. Snyder ready. Winds and delivers. It's 3-0 on Treese. Snyder set with the 3-0. That ball is fouled away. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Treese has a single and was hit by a pitch that scored a run in this game. Also struck out twice. Winding the 3-1. Misses outside, ball 4. So Clarion still has life here in the seventh as Treese draws the 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Emily Mail. So Mail steps in here with a runner at first and 2 outs, trying to keep Clarion's hopes alive. Snyder's first pitch, high and inside, ball 1. Snyder relieved Emma Delp after an inning and a third. She has let up 5 runs in this one, but her offense has lifted her to a 15-10 lead. There's a called strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, stay tuned for our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show, where hopefully we have an interview with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. 1-1 pitch is called, strike 2, and now DuBois 1 strike away from going 2-0 on the young season. Snyder ready with the 1-2. Down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The game that has lasted nearly 2.5 hours. DuBois 1 strike away from victory here. Snyder ready. Ball is popped out on foul just off to the first base side. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes on Snyder. On Mail. Here's Snyder's pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball, though, gets away from the catcher, Pfeiffer. She's going to have to throw down. She does, and the game is over. The final score, DuBois 15, Clarion 10. We'll be back after these messages with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Swift Kennedy and Company in DuBois is an independent property and casualty insurance agency and the official insurance agency of D9and10sports.com. Founded in 1921 by Patrick J. Swift and Albert D. Kennedy, our success has been built on service and attention to our clients' needs. Our philosophy is service and our hallmark is integrity. Visit Swift Kennedy and Company on the web at swiftkennedyandco.com or call them today at 814-371-5270. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
The Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center, created to pair an unmatched knowledge in bats with our cutting-edge technology, physical training, and analytics program. Our goal is to help players learn more about themselves, train to their strengths, reduce weaknesses, and capitalize on opportunities in order to take the player's game to the next level by utilizing science and technology. Visit sluggerscience.com to sign up today. Live your dream. Live your passion. This is the Louisville Slugger Hitting Science Center.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Back here at Heindel Field, wrapping up with this one at 15-10. DuBois rallies to beat Clarion. So we take a quick look as we wait for DuBois to break their huddle so that we can hopefully get our player of the game interview with Sarah Henninger, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Clarion scored 4 in the first to take a 4-0 lead. DuBois gets one back in the bottom of the first to make it 4-1. Clarion adds 2 in the second to go up 6-1. DuBois are running the bottom of the second to make it 6-2. Clarion 2 more in the third to make it 8-2. DuBois starts coming back in the fourth with 4 runs to make it 8-6. Clarion tacks on 2 in the fifth to make it 10-6. DuBois 5 runs though in the bottom of the fifth to go up 11-6, and then the Lady Beavers add, or 11-10, and then the Lady Beavers add 4 in the sixth to go up 15-10. As Sarah Henninger is headed this way, we're going to take a quick 20-second break. When we be back, we'll have Sarah Henninger, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
Back here at Heindel Field, time for our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. It is DuBois' Sarah Henninger. Sarah had an inside the park home run and a 2-run triple in this one. Ended up driving in 3 as DuBois rallies for a 15-10 victory. Sarah, the way this one started out for you guys, it didn't look like you were going to win the game. You're down 8-2 after 3 innings. What's the mood like on the bench at that point in time? Oh, hold on a second. Got to turn your mic up. There we go. Now you can give me an answer. Sorry about that.
We knew we'd come back, but it was just a matter of doing it. I felt like we were nicking away at a can, just trying to get it to pop open, get balls to lay in the field.
You guys were able to take advantage of some not so stellar defense by them, but you have to still take advantage of that. Talk about not allowing them to get away with making those mistakes.
It was all about don't make it hurt, make it hurt. If they make those errors, we got to take advantage of it and chip away back at it.
I mean, you guys, I would imagine, think that you can score a lot of runs.
Yeah, we're good hitting.
Yeah. And so when you get down 8-2, is it still thinking in the back of your mind, hey, you know what? We've got the offense that can come back and win this game.
Yeah, 100%. Just getting that ball to land, not hitting it directly at someone, and smart base running.
It kind of started, I thought, maybe setting the tone, you and that opening at bat in the first inning after you guys are down 4-0. Tell me about what you saw and then what made you decide to go all the way for home.
I always look to my coaches. I see where the ball is at, and if they're telling me to go, I fully trust them to send me, and I'll get there and I'll get away from the ball. And
then in that big 5th inning, you had the big triple there. Talk about that and what you remember from that play.
I knew it was a time that we needed a hit and we really needed those runs. So I took a deep breath, got up there, and just thought, all right, I got to do this.
Does it feel pretty good being 2-0 on the early season? I mean, I know it's still early, but does it feel good being 2-0?
Definitely does, because we normally open up with Bellefonte, and that's normally tough. So it was nice to get a winning start.
That is Sarah Henninger, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Sarah will get a T-shirt courtesy of the Allegheny Grill. Folks, that'll do it for us here at Heindel Field. Once again, final score, DuBois 15, Clarion 10. Hopefully we'll be back over here in DuBois on Thursday at Showers Field as Elizabeth Forward takes on Brookville in baseball, and then back here at Heindel Field on Saturday as Clarion Limestone takes on DuBois Central Catholic. Of course, all of that is weather permitting. For Chris Rossetti, I guess that'll be it today. This is Chris Rossetti saying good night once again. Final score, DuBois 15, Clarion 10.